Hello and welcome to this video guide on how to apply for HPC resources from Sigma 2. Today, I will show you how to apply for HPC resources, starting from the sigma2.no webpage. I will guide you on how to find the necessary information available on our various sites. Let's get started. This button will take you to a page with a lot of useful administrative information. This includes project leadership criteria, who can apply, how to apply for a regular or extra allocation, how resources are granted, applying outside regular calls, users with existing projects, and applying for an extended allocation if you run out of quota during the period. Mandatory requirements and information about sanctions are also available here. Additionally, there is a timeline showing how resources are granted and the evaluation process. I recommend keeping this page open for reference during the entirety of the application process. Note that applications may be submitted at any time during the year and will be evaluated continuously. To start the application, click the button to go directly to the application form. This will open the application page. If you are already logged into our MAS Meta Center portal, you will see the application form. If you are not logged in, you will be prompted to log in using FIDA or OpenIDP. If you do not have a FIDA user, click OpenIDP to register a new user account by entering your email and following the instructions. Once registered, log in to MAS and access the application form. Enter your project title, select Computing Resources, and confirm if you have a permanent position. Ensure you meet the criteria shown on the previous page. If you do not, especially for master and PhD students, contact your supervisor to apply instead. Create a new proposal by entering a short title and a brief, concise project description. Please avoid copying lengthy text directly from your scientific paper. Select your primary and secondary fields of science. If you have any, provide your 6-digit Research Council project number and ensure it is relevant and has not expired. Enter other funding sources, such as EU grants. Indicate if your project contains commercial funding. For demonstration, we will select Yes and enter 10% commercial funding. Confirm that your project will publish and register publications using Kristen according to our RFK guidelines. Projects must publish at least one Level 1, Level 2, or book publication within 3 years of usage. If you are reapplying for resources for an existing project, and if applicable, you can explain why your Kristen publication list is incomplete or why you have not reached your publication goal here. Otherwise, enter N/A. Confirm that your project complies with the contribution model. If invoicing is relevant, enter your cost center and internal reference number. Otherwise, enter N/A. As invoicing and the cost of our services is something that concerns a lot of our users, let us take a brief look at the contribution model. The information is available on the Sigma 2 website from the menu at the top. Firstly, it is important to note that if you are affiliated with one of the bot universities, that is, UIB, UIO, ENTNU, or UIT, your prices and invoicing policies are handled internally at your local institution. You must contact your local IT department to find the information relevant to you. Projects with other affiliations than BOD are invoiced according to the rates shown on this page. Ordinary research projects are billed according to Category A. Most projects using Sigma 2 infrastructure fall into Category A. Category B is for projects that require dedicated hardware reservations and do not wish to wait in the job queue. Category C is for commercial or industry, funded or closed research projects. If you have an EU grant, you will be eligible for using Sigma 2 resources free of charge, provided that you have consulted us about your resource usage before the application to the EU was sent. Please make sure to send us the information specified before applying. Now, let us return to the application form. Check the box to confirm that you have read and understood our acceptable usage policy, privacy policy, and data decommissioning policies. Provide a brief summary of the user experience that your group has. Enter the expected output of the project, such as publications, degrees, or other important results. List any GPU software you will use in this project. Do not include compilers, only actual software. List other software that is not GPU software, such as regular CPU-based software. Specify your resource requirements for the current and upcoming allocation periods. In the HPC request justification field, detail how you estimated the required resources. For example, 5 simulations per allocation period, each using about 1 million CPU hours. Accepting performance reviews of your code is necessary such that our staff can investigate your code in case it causes performance issues for other users. The report under usage field is only relevant for existing projects and must be provided if you have not used all your quota to avoid reductions to your grant. If your project is new, enter N/A in the relevant field. Enter the average number of cores that your jobs will use. If unsure, provide an estimate. You can refine this once you have access to the system. For now, let's put 512 cores, with a maximum of 1,028 cores. Enter the memory required per core in gigabytes. For example, enter 2 GB per core. Proceed to the summary page of your application. Review all the information to ensure accuracy and completeness. If everything is correct, click Submit this application. As a closing remark, I would like to point out that we have excellent technical documentation available that might help you answer any questions you might have regarding which machine is best suited for your jobs, what number of cores you should use, or how many CPU hours you need, and more. It might be a good idea to have a look at the documentation before filling in your application. The documentation can be found at documentation.sigma2.no. Good luck with your application and welcome to Sigma 2 HPC services.